Question is, are we live or not? Looks like we are. Right, so I will start this one very quickly. Uh, Hopefully the audio is much better since last time because not only I can actually like kind of speak properly, but I think last time there was some issue with the stream setting and my microphone setting where I sounded like a demon, to put it nicely. So I'm not entirely sure what went wrong there, or if it's even the same right now. Let me see. Let me play it back and see if I can hear the same thing this time as well. Otherwise, we are good to go. Yeah, sounds good. So today we're taking a look at the open source GPU driver on the Chromebook. Now I might this is the Asus C101PA. I might turn down the lights later down the road, and so that you guys can see the screen properly. The screen is very reflective, and I will just open it up and show you guys what's in there. So yeah, it's based on a rock chip board, so it started to boot immediately. Control U to boot from SD card, and I did end up finally getting an SD card for this one. And installing the Arch Linux install on that. I'm not very happy with Arch Linux, and as per my past experience, this one has been the same. It likes to break itself very often, in mysterious ways. Now, if you like to keep maintaining your operating system, that's fine. But I really like something that's more stable. So logging it in, it's running 5.3 mainline. So if I do uname A, you can see it's 5.3 mainline, nothing different. So all you have to do is install the Arch Linux OS as we did last time in the last stream, and once that's done, install the mainline kernel. The instructions are on the same wiki, and everything should work. I have Mesa, Xorg, LXDE, and a couple other packages installed, so we are just going to see how all of that matches up. So start this one up. Right, so LXDE basically works fine. It would work fine without the driver as well, so nothing doing there. But when you open LX terminal, you can actually go there and just full screen this and just go glx gears and info, and here you can clearly see it says Panfrost and Mesa 2.1 right there. And it's at the refresh rate of the laptop's display, 60 hertz, that is. So that won't give us the actual performance numbers. This is just for testing, and then what we are going to use for performance is GL Mark II, and this I'll use it annotate, and I let it run, so that you guys can get an idea of what's happening. There you go, and down there you can see it again says GL driver is Panfrost. So that's the open source driver for Mali. I think so. Lima is for the 400 series. Panfrost is currently for the T600, T800, and maybe soon for the G series. I have no clue on that, how that is going. Um, so yeah, it's actually working pretty well. Much better. We will try a few more things once this test is over. I have a one game, and I really do want to try running Sway as a desktop environment to see if that works. Because the last time I tried it, I think my Arc install was completely messed up and it didn't go through that well. So the kind of the artifact that you're seeing on screen, those spots on the cat, they aren't visible to the naked eye. So that's probably something with the physical display that's reflecting off into the camera, or something with the refresh rate, but like I can't see that at all. So it's like really nice, as smooth as it should be in this particular demo. I mean, the frames are fine. I have seen better results. So it's still a work in progress project. Some things works better than others. Yeah, it's actually working pretty good. Now, kind of to talk on the actual sort of support of this laptop in Linux. Pretty much everything works. Your CPU frequency works, so you can go on demand or power save and it will clock down. Your of course GPU is working. Your e-display works. Your touchscreen works. So keyboard of course works. And SD card, USBs, they work. I'm thinking of what's not working. The webcam works. The Wi-Fi works. Not sure about Bluetooth. That's kind of the least of my issues. The Type C ports that do e-display port output as well, for like Type C to HDMI converter, they don't seem to work right now. Although they kind of detect a device when I'm putting it in, as like a HDMI or a display device. So I'm not sure what's exactly wrong. Is it something to do with the adapter I'm using that's not compatible or something other? But that I haven't been successfully able to get working. Sleep, I'm not sure. It tries to go into a sleep state with screens off and everything, and then it doesn't wake up, so it's always continuously going into a sleep state. I'm not sure about that as well. I was very interested to see if the VPU worked, but yeah, I don't think it was working when I tried it out. So I'm not sure what's happening there. Um, Apart from that, I think the support's pretty good. It's a nice smooth experience. Although I'm still running out of an SD card, but it's a pretty fast SD card, so it doesn't slow down at all. Yeah, I mean, I've even sat down compiling a bunch of things, and it was fine. Didn't underclock. The chassis, whatever you want to call it, for this particular laptop actually um is actually pretty decent, so that the CPU doesn't heat up. So it's all aluminum, whatever you want to call that. And so that terrain demo right there, that is a very demanding demo, and I'm happy it did it like 20 FPS, which is really good. But then again, that 20 FPS on the terrain demo doesn't match with sub 100 FPS on the first few demos. If terrain is doing 20, they should at least be doing 200 on a decent driver. So yeah, there's work to be done from that point. But apart from that, what I was saying, yeah, yeah, charging works. The kernel, you're going to proc. I think it's sys class power, and there you can actually see the current charge level, the current draw level, the battery level, the battery full level, the battery low level, the current, the both the separate charging ports, because it has two Type C ports that can be used for charging. You can see that as well. You can see at what voltage it's charging. Like all that info is openly available. Like this chip has a really great upstream support. So like if I it's a great chip in that term. Like everything freaking works. Hardware video decoding, so H.264 and H.265. That's something I haven't been able to test out. It should be working. I think the kernel bits are up there, but FFmpeg bits aren't, or something along those lines, because it tries to detect the Rockchip firmware. Sorry, the Rockchip libvdpau stuff, but it doesn't. So there is a third party library that I might try. So again, yeah, the score of 98 doesn't line up with the terrain score of 20. That should have been like 5 if the overall score is 98 in this case. But I mean, it's fine, I guess. Which Mali version of support? So I've only seen it being tested with the high key and this particular one, the RK3399. And thank you for the £1. I'm not sure how I'm going to get it. Probably in my AdSense revenue it would be added. But thank you for that. But which Mali versions are supported? So I can actually go. We'll give you the link to the Panfrost project. And currently I think the Midgard is, yeah, so Midgard and Bifrost. And Midgard would be your the T series ones, so T800, T600, stuff like that, I think. And then Bifrost would be the G series, G72, G50, 152, something like that. Right. So the next kind of demo, in this case, was the show, what it's called, the Super Text card, which is a game, like proper game. And again, that runs fine on as well on Panfrost. Not a superb performance, but okay. So it says your graphic appears to be very old. Please use GLES 3.0. Again, that's one of the drawbacks of the Panfrost driver. It's only GLES 2.0 right now. I'm not sure what the status of GLES 3.0 is. So, trying to see where was the FPS option. Yep, display FPS. So now you guys can see the FPS as well. Um, let's play this one. So, oh, it's not showing the FPS yet. Alright, it's above 30 in this map, because the map I tried earlier was probably below, like it's 25 or something. So again, this has dropped down to 25 now, which is okay, but playable ish. Like, or for this particular game, I wouldn't recommend it for like proper AAA titles. But this is fine on 25. It's not super high speed chase, and it touches 30 often. But again, you need to remember this is pretty low resolution and like a low graphics settings. But the fun part is that it is working. So um, yeah, I forgot the key that we used to drop the packages. Was it Q? Was it space? I think it was space. And I forgot the key we use for Nitro as well. Alt control something. I don't know. Um, cool. I'm just busy playing this game now. Uh, moving on. Yeah. Let's actually get out of this and switch to Sway and see if that works. Because I was curious. So Pac-Man is Sway, and also um Western. Well, we are at it. Oops, we are not connected to the Wi-Fi, it seems. So Wi-Fi menu. There's a nice little stuff. Connect to this one, and then manually run dhcpd. Wait for it. Yeah, so that's like that sort of glitches always happen. Install that again. This will take a while. The other thing I wanted to see if this reported as a DRI display. This should. So dmessage grep DRI. Um, yeah, I forgot. DRI also refers to driver. Yeah, I don't know. Probably does. And I was looking into getting getting U-boot installed on it so that I can U-boot or core boot, so I can just boot regular generic ARM images. Like both of the bootloaders are supported, but no one has documented how to flash them onto the onboard SPI. And at least what I'd have to do is to open the laptop up, and there's like a security screw in there. If you unplug, then you can flash your firmware, and that is something that I'll have to do at the minimum. So let's see if Sway works. Well, no, unable to drop for some reason. Yeah, I'll have to look into it if even if they support VLAN, but I was pretty sure they did support VLAN. Um, I've seen GNOME running on it. Not sure what happened because yeah, still on Panfrost. Arc Linux likes to switch to LLVM pipe once in a while. Not sure what's up with that. But anyways, I guess I will leave you guys on this note. Um, there it is, the Panfrost driver running. Won't take a lot of your time. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.